Hello, Dr. William. My name is Thuy. I was born in Vietnam and currently living here, a country in Southeast Asia. Today, I want to present about myself, my DEI and self-reflective assignments. Before taking this course, my understanding of diversity and equity in education quite limited. This was because of my 12 years in public school system, where there was a very little cultural diversity and a strong focus on equality rather than equity. In school, everyone followed the same curriculum, used the same textbooks, and took the same exams. Most learning based on the reading, writing, and memorization. Although this system ensured that all students had access to the same materials, it did not consider the difference in learning style, ability, and individual needs. As a result, students often had a very different learning outcomes. After completing this course, my educational philosophy and perspective has changed significantly. I now understanding that treating all students the same does not guarantee the fairness or effective learning. Instead, good teaching requires recognizing and responding to students' diverse background, learning styles, and needs. Through the concept like DEI, I have become more aware of how teaching methods can either support or limit the students' access and learning. And I also learned the importance of creating a flexible learning environment that offer different ways for students to engage, understand, and express their learning. This also shaped my teaching philosophy toward a more inclusive and student-centered approach. Additionally, through the IIT assignment, I became more aware of implicit bias in education. Even when we recognize the diversity in our environment, we may still hold un- we may still hold unconscious biases toward a certain individuals or minority groups, especially those from a different cultural or racial backgrounds or different characteristics. These biases can affect how we teach and may prevent us from fully meeting students' needs. One more important concept that I learned is culturally relevant pedagogy, CRP. This approach helps teachers see students' cultural backgrounds as strengths rather than challenges. By connecting the lesson to students' real life experience, teachers can increase the engagement and motivation. CRP also helps students develop a better understanding of their own identity as well as for others. This course also given me a deeper understanding of UDL and DEI and how to apply them in a real teaching situations. As the founder and the operator of early childhood education centers, I plan to use this knowledge to improve the quality of teaching and learning at my school. Firstly, I will review the current teaching practices using UDL and DI principles to identify the areas that need improvements. Then I will adjust the curriculum and teaching methods to better support diverse learners. I also want to act as a leader by helping teachers understand and apply these concepts. I will encourage them to design inclusive lessons and use teaching strategies that respond to the students' different needs and backgrounds. I will take a real I I will take a real life example at my school. Back into the day when I established my preschool system, I create a philosophy for my school as children are cared for, respected, and happy. Because I believe that the most important outcome of education at this age is not just about the academic success, but ensuring that children feel happy and respected at school. Therefore, I encourage teachers to focus on creating a positive and enjoyable learning experience rather than only focus on academic results. This course provides a clear framework to have to apply this philosophy in practice. Instead of requiring all the staff taking this course, I will plan to organize uh, internal training sessions and regular meetings to share the key ideas and the spirit of UDL and DEI. These activities will help teachers understand and appreciate the diversity in both classroom and workplace. One example I want to focus on is the diversity of learning styles in the young children, especially those under 6 years old. At this age, children learn in many different ways and should not be limited to just listening and stay still. Many kindergarten children learn best through movement and hands-on activity like dancing, playing, jumping, something like that. They are active and very energetic and learn better when they can explore and feel safe. Young children also often learn well through visual material, especially when their language skill is still developing. They are often considered as the visual learner. Therefore, teachers should use different teaching methods to ensure that all children can access learning. When teaching matches children's learning styles, they become more interested and engaged and less likely to feel bored. This helps to create a more enjoyable learning experience and improve their overall happiness at school. Teachers need to understand each child's learning style and adjust their teaching accordingly to ensure the fairness and the inclusion of all children. Currently, I live and work in Vietnam, a rapidly developing country. This course has helped me develop a deeper awareness of the diversity in my current environment, including the differences in culture, racial, personality, ages, and lifestyle. More importantly, I've learned that respecting the diversity requires the empathy and a conscious effort to overcome our own biases. This understanding helped me to become more open-minded, build better relationships in socials, and growth as individuals. Thank you for listening my presentation.